were real. I could prove it. I never won. It's always a runner-up, which is always okay. You let me know when we're ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now he sounded like my grandmother. Mm-hmm.
We're live.
Guys, welcome. Welcome to LASC's Open Mic Night. I'm your host tonight, Sundar Kronquist. You can find us here at laschoolofcomedy.com or find us on all forms of social media. We have a wonderful open mic, and it goes very quickly, so you may miss us. If you want to find me, you can find me at Sundar Live. And right now, I'm going to start this show with a bang. And when I say a bang, if you think there's a dearth of females in comedy, think again. This femme fatale is going to show you what it's all about. Here she is. Let's get up for the comedy of the one and only Allie Hegstrom. Let her hear you.
Give it up for Sunda's shoes, guys. Come on. Who can pull that off? Queen. Slay. Is that what the young kids are saying? Slay? Slay. I don't get with the kids these days. Clap it up for yourselves, everybody, by the way. Give it up for yourselves for being alive. It's hard to be alive, isn't it? It's hard to be alive these days. Shit, I was driving down the street the other day. I saw a tent so big, it had a 2-car garage. Right? Really, I was driving down the street the other day. I saw 2 people in a tent with a couch just chilling. I'm like, shouldn't you guys be getting a job? Like, what the fuck is going on in LA? I don't get it. We're in Cuba, aren't we? What is happening here? What is happening? They're pricing us out. LA used to be cheap, didn't it? What happened? I moved from San Francisco. It's expensive there. It's all techies. Any techies in the house? Nobody? We got one guy doing the live? I don't know. I don't get it. I love LA. I'm not from here. I'm from Montana. Anyone know about Montana?
Yes.
Got this nice sheep fleece. I got to represent the ranch people out in Montana. Don't go to Montana. We don't want you there. Okay? We call it a flyover state because we want you to fly the fuck over and don't stay there. All right? All these LA people. I'm getting a house. I'm getting a house in Montana. I'm getting a ranch in Montana. Everyone's going to Wyoming. Kanye's got a ranch in Wyoming, right? What's with it? I don't get it. It's a sacred place. Get the fuck out of there. We don't want that place turning into LA, okay? We go camping there. We call it glamping. They got like outlets and shit there. They got tents. They got, what's the store they call it? I forget the name. But, you know, REI. Thank you. Patagonia people. They're fucking bougie-ass campers in Montana, right? Not these street campers you see over here. Okay, we got real tents. They go in the ice. They dig a hole. They do ice fishing and shit. Anyone down to go ice fishing? A lot of weed up there, okay? First time I ever smoked weed, it was like the bad kind of weed where you have to de-seed that shit. This was in the 90s, okay, when weed was totally illegal. All right, you were still getting sent to like military camp and all that shit. Like really, honestly, I got kicked out of my house at 15 for smoking weed because I grew up in a religious household and they were like, get the fuck out of here, Satan. Smoking that fucking Satan's grass. What do they call it?
Satan's lettuce.
Yeah, Satan's lettuce. Thank you. Anyway, we had to de-seed that shit. Now it's legal everywhere, isn't it? Is it legal in New York yet?
Finally.
Yeah.
Not yet?
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Right, clap it up for New York. They're coming around, aren't they? Clap it up. Weed's legal. Get everyone out of jail. Non-violent criminals need to get the fuck out. Unless you're Gascon, the DA of Los Angeles. Lock everyone up. What the fuck is going on? I said it was weird here. It's weird. They just looted a 7-Eleven with a flash mob and they were stealing chips and candy. How bad is it? You gotta steal a fucking Mamba and a Starburst? That's sad, dude. It's sad out here. I hope they're not coming. No, they're trying to get rid of the guns. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna break into my house, I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of you, dude. Get a gun. Get a gun. Let's all just get guns and turn it into the fucking Wild West. Shootouts. I'm from Montana. We wear guns on our belts and we shoot motherfuckers, right? Right? Anyone from Texas? All right, Texas, Montana, red state. Red state. Anyone? No? Everyone's a blue state? Where are you guys from?
DC.
DC? California? Clap it up for DC, okay? Biden's over there having fucking epilepsy, signing all these bills. He's like, print the money! Instead of, what's his face, Tom Cruise, show me the money. Biden's like, print the money. He's got fucking, just the drooling. What's up with that? These guys are just, they might as well be holograms at this point. Can we all agree? Does anyone vote anymore? Can we talk politics?
Yeah.
Are you guys voting? I don't know. Does it count?
No.
Anyone know if it counts? Who are these people? The dude is dead. It's Weekend at Bernie's. They propped up a dead guy. Didn't they? What the fuck is happening? Who's next? Who do we have on deck? Do we have anyone on deck? No. Nobody's in the dugout? Come on. I didn't even time myself. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't know. People are weird. People are territorial. Where are you from in California?
Fresno.
Fresno. Give it up for Fresno. Okay, look, I got kicked out of my house in Montana, but then I moved to Northern California. I didn't know the rivalry between Northern California and Southern California was so bad. I wore a Giants cap to a Dodgers game. Dude, I almost got hijacked and thrown in a car in a trunk. I didn't know it was that bad. It's really bad. The rivalry is bad. I don't get it. One time I was like, ooh, nobody likes... I'm like, Northern California, you go to a Giants game, you come out here to a Dodgers game. The Southern California guy was like, SoCal don't care. I'm like, yeah, you guys don't care. You're just surfing and smoking weed. All right? Where I'm from in Montana, like, the men are fucking burly-ass men, dude. They build you a house. Guys out here, I'm trying to date. Guys out here dating, they want to sleep on your couch. Where I'm from, guys build you a house, right? I don't know. Is there like a lack of men in California? I don't really get it. I'm trying to date. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's on these dating apps. I'm like, I'm not going on a dating app. What, do I find a serial killer and get fucking raped and shit? My friend's meeting all these people on these dating apps. I'm like, aren't you scared? She's like, no, I just go for a coffee for an hour. I'm like, oh, God, you got to hear some stranger talk for an hour? That sounds like a fucking nightmare, dude. How are you supposed to meet people? All I'm saying is there's a deficit of cool people, except you guys. Clap it up for yourselves. Come on, we're over here on the west side, Westwood in the house, right? I'm gonna go ahead and leave, so thank you for your time, and I appreciate all you guys coming out. We do open mics at LA School of Comedy Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please come, bring your friends, it's a good time. We're all good people, this is a safe room, right? There's no rivalries here. Bring anyone you like, and that's my time. I'm AllieB416. You can find me on Instagram. Give it up one more time for your host, Sunda, for throwing this party. She is the gem of New York, New Jersey. Sorry about that.
Jersey.
Don't tell a New Jersey you're in New York. I don't get it.
When you go to New York, you'll know why, because Jersey is like, get for Allison, who's so supportive.
Which reminds me, yes, help yourself. The reason why we charge, because someone says to me, you should be happy to have an audience. Why would you charge them? I said, because if they're sitting in a chair, a comic can't sit. Who paid? You understand what I'm saying? Don't you want to sit down when you come out? Or shoot up a school? It's up to you. I don't know. You're kind of cute. Your little Bill Burr thing going on. I knew him when he was young. Isn't that terrible? I knew me when I was young. There's a lot going on. But you came here an hour early, so I've got to be prepared. And I can't remember the name, so.
Me? Oh,
Yes.
10.
I just said Sean 10?
No, 10 like the number 10.
Okay, great. So things are going good here. If you are in Spain, 10, viene aquí. If you are Italian, 24. If you are, I don't know how else to say, but listen, we're going to tell you that we're going to give you comedy from all types of people, young, old, and even really handsome guys. This is a cutie pie. Let's give it up for the one and only 10.
Oh. guys doing today? Yeah, so my name is Tan. Just a young brother from Los Angeles, California, in my early 20s, and apparently I still look young. So I don't know if that's a good thing or maybe a bad thing. I don't want to be in my 30s and women thinking I'm still like a teenager still, thinking I'm, I guess, dating the case or something. Right now, currently working at the airport, and just the main thought at the airport is people are weird. Just little stuff they do, like I guess walking past people and just leave their kids behind or let go of their hand. You tell people to go and then they're like just standing there. You're just saying, hey, you're cool to go ahead, you know, you could go on and pass now, and they're just still standing there like to the point where you have to yell at them, and then they're like, okay. So yeah. I also found out too that a lot of times, a lot of guys, they like bragging about their jail stints. I find that very interesting. Oh yeah, I've been to jail. Oh yeah. I had to beat up such and such and woo-doo. And it's like, okay, but I always find it curious that girls never mention their jail stints. Like one moment they could be super turned up and super gangster, and then the next thing they're posting, oh, I'm a CNA. Oh, I'm an LSN. Oh, I'm doing nursing now. But and in between all that, they haven't been posting for a while, and it's like, where were you at? What's going on? They never mention those jail stints that they do. But guys, that's all they talk about. Sorry, I gotta. My bad.
It's your good. You're here. You just gotta learn to write it on paper. So you don't disconnect.
Oh yeah, I find it funny that a lot of times, especially like black women, like going to Universal Studios, especially at Waterworld, you never see them sitting in the front row. They do not want to get that hair wet. If anything, all the black women, they're at the upper bleachers. Everybody else is down there, but you'll never catch a sister in the front row at Waterworld. That's not happening. Yep. Oh yeah, I told myself, yeah, if God sends me to hell, I'm guessing, yeah, the first thing I might have to do is just go on and fight every single KKK member I see down there. Because why not? I'm here. We might as well get it out and duke it out. So that was one thing that I thought about for myself, if that happens. Hopefully I make it to heaven though, but if I don't, hey, you know what I'll be doing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, a coworker on my job, he said some wild shit. I got there like literally the first or second day I got there, and he just out of the blue, he just was like, "Oh, do you eat booty, sir?" And I was like, "Yo, like, what kind of police shit are you doing, my boy? Like, you want me to get fired today on my first and or second day? It's like, come on, bro. We don't talk about nothing like that here. We're professional." So yeah, that was very interesting. The type of people that you work with, especially at a job, is just the type of caliber that they are. It's a benefit to being quiet. So you just observe everybody and how they act, and then you're in your head like, wow, this is some wild shit.
Right.
Tripping on people like how they act. Some people are timid and quiet and cool, and then others are just like, yeah, I'm macho man and I'm this and I'm that, and it's like, oh, nobody cares, buddy. Because when it's all said and done, it pretty much doesn't matter. So
That's true.
yep. What else has been going on? A lot happened today, actually. Somebody got burned by the freeway today. That was interesting. Like, wow, broad daylight, you just burning people. And just said, fuck a gun. I'm gonna just light this fool up in broad daylight. Okay. So that happened. What else? Man. Yeah. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now. How are you guys feeling tonight? Everybody's doing all right? Everybody's good? That's good. That's
How's
good.
your dating scene?
Yeah, what scene? What scene? There is none. I mean, I be going to the club and stuff. It's cool and stuff, but it's just like, girls just be doing the most outrageous stuff. I mean, it's basically like the club isn't pretty much the strip club now. You going to a free show. You just get drinks and shit in the meantime and food at the time. Girls pulling up in whole bikinis and stuff. They ain't even trying to be fly. They just trying to be naked. So it's like, I guess, you know. But I be at the club. I be in the cut too. And then I also be talking to like older cats. And the favorite age group now for a 20-year-old, I feel like if you want to learn stuff about life, you should talk to the 30-year-olds. That's where it's at. Don't talk to the old heads and the older guys. They stuck in their ways. The 30-year-olds, they're the age where they're in between, still on stupid time, but they're not that stupid. Because they look at me like, yeah, you still a stupid little dude, but you'll get there. So those are the guys I say talk to. The 30-year-olds, if you in your 20s or in your teens, you might want to talk to those guys because they're more relatable. A 40-year-old might mean mug you. A 50-year-old don't even want to deal with you. Anything past that, you just non-existent in their life. They ain't even trying to talk to you or look your way. They see you, they get spooked like, oh shit, it's a youngin'. It's a youngin'. You run, I'm still trying to live. I'm like, I'm trying to live too. Healthy. So yeah, that's a cool age group, 30s. I don't know, I can't even see myself at 30, but if I do make it, shoot, that'll be cool. 30-year-old Tennyson.
You're gonna be there. You're gonna be there.
Yeah.
On stage.
But yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. And anything else I gotta talk about? I guess I'm drawing a blank again. But I'm really a quiet dude, so me doing this is really like some outrageous stuff. But I'm really quiet, but I'll be like clowning. But I just when I get to the stage, I'll be like drawing blanks. So it's like yeah. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Life is cool. I mean. It's what you make it, I guess, or just, follow your dreams and stuff like that. I'm over here inspiring people and stuff, but yeah, that's about it. I don't know if I still got some time or anything, but,
you got 3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes, man. Boy, time is not like my friend today. See, I need time to fly like this when I'm at work. When you at work, it's like time be slow as hell. You be thinking you did 3-4 hours and it's only an hour past. You like, what? As soon as you get the weekend off, it's like, we back at work, buddy. Wake up. 9 to 5 again. That Friday, Saturday come and go. But yeah. I think I'm done, really. I got Instagram, TENN Eastwood. Yeah, that's my Instagram.
My name is Ten Eastwood. You can find me at TENN Eastwood, ESTWOD on all platforms.
On all platforms.
Give it up to 10.
Watch that cord. Obviously, this is one of the women that he's dating. You can tell. She has insurance out on him already. Don't trip over the cord, not yet. I gotta keep that insurance for lapses. I got that birth certificate. That's my grandmother was saying, 'cause I ain't studying you. How do you translate that? Imagine me saying my grandmother's African American and she's from Georgia. Imagine, okay?
Already.
She used to always say, can't you find a nice colored boy? I was like, oh. And the guy I did find had a partial, and he knocked off my baby toe when he kissed me, and his teeth slipped, and I freaked out. But that's okay. That's okay. Because you know what? We wouldn't be having this show tonight if it wasn't for the producer. And so with that, I bring up the comedy of the one and only talent. Look, multi-talented dreamboat of them all, Andre Abrahamian. I just want to say the name.
I hate when people talk me up because then I have to deliver. And just ask my ex-girlfriends. 30 seconds isn't enough. All right, my name is Andre Abrahamian. How are y'all doing tonight? You guys doing good? Yeah, Friday. Here we are. All right. I love the new setup, right? You guys like this? It's a lot more intimate, though. My ex-girlfriend's like that, being more intimate, trying to be more connective. I'm Armenian. Hold your applause. And I love being Armenian because it's such a big cultural touch point for me, and we've gone through a lot of trauma. Our people have gone through a lot of experiences, and I won't bore you with history or anything important, but I will say that the Armenian word for Armenian is high. Like, hi. And I'm always high. And I'm Armenian. The Armenian word for hoe is Kardashian. I'm sure you guys know that one too. All right, enough Armenian language jokes. It's not Duolingo on demand. So Yeah, interesting things. I'm 31, so thank you. That's like the right amount of applause. You're like, we got hope for you, man. We still believe. It's not over, you know? Like, you get to like, you know, I can't say anything because I'm gonna be there. You know, we're all gonna be there. That's kind of life. Like you kind of, you know, I see it with. I just got out of a relationship. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love pity applause. Yeah, it's, I've learned that the dating apps have changed. You know, centuries ago, when Tinder launched, when I was in college, it was a different game. Everyone wanted to meet each other. It was accessible. Now we have too much accessibility, and that has changed the game, right? It's changed the way that we talk to women, right? And now I get on the app. I'm on Bumble. Anyone on Bumble? Yeah, it's the one with, you heard of it? I'm not that desperate, no, I'm good. But that's what I thought too, you know, but I got on it and it's all these women now, they have these particular, like, expectations and they want, you know, I just feel like, I don't have time. The thing is, I match with these women and they want to have a conversation with me. They want to get to know me. They want to be girlfriends. And I'm like, I'm not interested in being your girlfriend. I want to go out and get to know you, you know, and find out if you're crazy, you know, because I know I'm already crazy. But we'll get back to dating in a minute. But I actually want to talk about something very important here. It's been on my mind. It's really important. It's sex trafficking. Yeah. Yeah, it's so easy to sex traffic in LA. So easy. On these apps, I matched with a TV and film agent, Tiffany. Classic sex trafficker name. Tiffany told me to meet her on Sunset and La Brea at 2 a.m. She said, I'm in a Toyota Sienna. You'll know. And so I go over to see Tiffany. I go and knock over. And what I love about these old, you guys know the old vans, right? That like, you slam that gate real quick. You know what I mean? So I get in there, I go in, and there's like 4 dudes. And I'm like, I don't think this is Tiffany. This other one. So I'm waiting for that door. And I'm like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Okay, maybe I should step out. So I step out. But going back to dating, it's been cool because I guess I'm out of it. I'm not good at the memes. I gotta be able to speak here. I can do conversation, but I can't do meme-versation, okay? That's what the women are all about. You know what I'm talking about, Tennyson, right? Sending out memes. You sending out memes too, Hunter? No? Yeah, you can. Yeah, the kids are sending out memes, and it is lame, okay? I want to get to know you, I want to know who you are, and then I want to put you in my van, you know? That's what I'm trying to go for. I have a cut on my hand. It was because my friend who was here tried to perform an abortion on me, and with a hanger, actually, and I just said, you know, I think it's too late, you know. So I saw my cousins this weekend. So also, I'm not just Armenian, I'm also Persian and Russian, which means I'm on a government watch list somewhere. And pretty much it's just, it's great because when people see me, they think BMW, you know? But my cousin, he knows me. Sorry, my uncle knows me very well. I saw him over for my cousin's graduation. He's like, here, have a drink. I was like, what is this? He's like, it's vodka, lime, and ice. It's the legend of Kremlin Falls. I was like, whoa, dude. Like, trying to make me reconsider my citizenship. What is going on here? But no, it's true. Like, I especially with the women I'm dating, it's like, you know, we get together, and I love being with my ex because we would have sex without a condom, you know, which was great, really. But I was always putting in, and I was also pulling out, if you know what I mean, because I may be 31, but I am not ready to have a family. But I am, you know, and I know they say the Russians are the best assassins, but I don't think I'm ready to finish this abortion joke on stage. Yeah, it's still a work. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna try some new stuff tonight because it is Friday. Okay, have you guys heard about UpTalk? Yes, for those who do not know, it is when you end your sentences on a up. Like, do you want to take a selfie with me? You know, it'd be so cool if we went out. Can you imagine our forefathers talking like this? Like, we the people, 77 years ago? You know, no, nothing would get done. It's bullshit. Okay? And, I find it, I just find it interesting that, there's just so much happening with my people here in Glendale. The capital of Armenia is Glendale. You're on our reservation right now. So, yeah, that's right. It's not a joke. We are going to move Armenia after we lose it to the Russians, we're going to bring it here. So, prepare for war. I also have been... Oh, this is an awful joke I'm gonna try on you. COVID's funny. COVID's like dating women, right? Yes? No? Because it's like every season there's a new model, right? I'm lucky there's one in my life right now. Not right now, but previously. I'm lucky if she's inside of me too. So when I met the original COVID, she was pretty cool. She was the OG, you could say. I didn't know her personally. His joke is stupid. We all hate talking. Are we done with COVID yet? No? Are we still it's still around? It's like, I don't know, people are like, I was getting headshots done today, and you know you're poor when you're using your car AC as a blow dryer. But I was talking to the guy giving me headshots, and we were talking about dating. I was trying some material, and he was like, yeah, my last, I told my girlfriend, my current girlfriend, who's now my wife, that I really enjoyed being honest with her. And I was like, I am friends with my ex. And she's like, great, I'm friends with my ex-fiance. And that blows my mind, personally, because I cannot be friends with any of my exes. Show of hands, can you be friends with your exes?
No.
Why'd you raise your hand then?
No, I thought you said... No.
Show of hands, who's been in a long-distance relationship? Alright, these are the most gullible people in the room. Including myself, okay? I was in a long-distance relationship. I thought we were all going to go all the way to the finish line. Death, and because that's what happens. You go from living to marriage, and then your opinions go out the window, and then you can be honest with the woman you're with. I believe. I don't know, but I'll leave you guys with one more. Something funny, something you could take. Actually, I know exactly what joke to share. So, a Catholic school bus is on a school trip. And they're driving around, and the bus driver, his Vicodin kicks in. And they drive over a cliff. Everybody dead. The kids, especially. All of them. Yeah, I thought school shooting is bad. Bus driver. Anyway, flames and everything. Everyone goes to heaven, right? Because you go to the pearly gates. That's where you can, you go to wait to be judged by St. Peter before you get in. So the first girl gets in line, and she says, hi, I'm Sally. St. Peter's like, hello, child. I don't know why. She sounded like Charlie Murphy or something. But he's like, hello, child. Tell me your sins, and I will let you into the gates of heaven. And he said, and the first child, Sally, says, I had a really bad thought about a boy's penis. And St. Peter's like, it's okay. Just take your hand and put it into the holy water and put it on your temple, and you can go into the gates of heaven. Next girl comes up. Tiffany. Tiffany shows up. She's like, St. Peter, I actually saw a penis. And so he said, go ahead and take your hand and put it in the holy water and put it on your eyes. Then all of a sudden there's a commotion between all the people that are waiting in line. This girl runs up and says, St. Peter, I gotta get up there before Tammy does, because she's gonna put her asshole in there. And that is my time. Thank you so much. Give it up for your host, Sunda Kroonquist. Without her, we could not be having some fun tonight. So thank you all for coming. You can follow me on Instagram at 2PhoneAndre. And give it up for your host, Sunda, one more time.
Sign in for me also. Thank you so much. Thank you, Andre. And I think it's hysterical that we have
Absolutely gotten through this night. So far, so good. We're having a good time?
Yeah.
Good. Because we're going to have it coming on even heavier. We got the comedy of the one and only Sean O'Connor. Let him hear you.
Right. Wow. What a fun group. Happy Friday.
Right?
Oh my God. What am I doing? I'm working on a book. Yeah, I'm working on a book. It's called 979 Pet Peeves, an in-depth look at all the people, places, and behaviors that bug the shit out of me. Volume 1. I think it's going to be a trilogy. A three-part opus of disgruntlement. Any birthdays in the house? Well, I know that you had one recently because you're all here and alive. They come every year. There was some birthday talk earlier. I love birthdays. I do. And people are like, oh, it sucks getting old, right? It doesn't. It's been part of my life plan since my 20s, brother. Every year, I'm like, keep it coming, because the alternative is not pretty. And people love to come up, especially the older you get. It's like, oh man, life goes by so fast. You blink, you miss it. Does it?
Nope. No.
Does it go by that fast? The people that insist life goes by fast, I believe, have never used the 2-minute timer on their Sonicare toothbrush. Right? Like, it's just like, I fall asleep standing up using that thing. Right? They have not bought eggs, stood in line at Erewhon trying to buy eggs at 4:30 on a Thursday evening. Right? I mean, you cannot hire enough cashiers. I thought my eggs were going to hatch into chickens or something, if that's even possible. It's like having a pee on the 405 freeway. Like life does not go quick. The thought I had recently that I wanted to share, it was kind of like a shower thought around climate change. And what if the scientists discovered that global warming and climate change was caused by dogs? Right? I don't know the science behind that, but like, what if? Right? It was just simple. We just get rid of the dogs, and we save the planet. Right? People will be down with that. Right? Just put down the puppies. Right? And just, people are like, oh my God, puppies! And it turns into like, oh my God, puppies, put that down. Right? People are hiding their dogs, walking them under cover of darkness. There's no pet food on the store shelves. You're feeding them your own food, right? I mean, if you think abortion or guns or vaccines are controversial, wait till they start coming for the puppies, right? What's going to happen? And if there's a God, hopefully, like that doesn't turn out to be true, and it ends up being cats' cause. Oh, cat fan? Cat owners, masters. What's a cat owner? A cat master? Any cat people in the house? No. Say my point exactly. My point exactly. We don't need them. I hesitate to bring this up because I'm in the container of the comedy club, right? But what is it about the comedy club? Sometimes you've got the host, not our host, but sometimes you have hosts that are, are you ready for a comedy show? You ready? Are you ready for the comedians? And it's like, you clap. Yeah, I'm ready. Like, that's not enough clapping. I asked, are you ready for the comedians? It's like, Jesus. I bought a ticket. Maybe I bought two. Maybe I have a date, right? I drove 45 minutes across town. I paid $10 to park. I'm on my second forced drink that I'm not even sure has any booze in it. I'm fucking ready. Okay? Don't make me grovel. Is there any other business model, any business that you could go to, like, where that would be okay? You go to a restaurant, like, I'll have the cheeseburger, medium rare. You want the cheeseburger, medium rare? Sir, you don't look hungry enough. Now, how about you eat the leg off that chair? And then we'll bring you the cheeseburger. And sometimes it's, I don't want to be told what to do. Right? If it's funny, we'll laugh and clap. I'm happy to be here, always, right? Always a good comedy show. Dating, there's some dating in the house I heard about, right? Dating is fraught, right? Yeah. I'm on the apps, I'm in the aisles, and, looking for the ladies, right? I love that, I see the ladies in my feed, they're all about, ask any woman, it seems like. It's like, it's the key to my heart, or what I'm looking for in a relationship. It's like, that guy's got to be funny. He's got to make, sense of humor is important, right? I want to laugh. And I want to encourage, any fellas, put stand-up comic as your job on your dating app, and let me know how many dates you get. All right? It's like, ladies, would you rather have an accountant with a good sense of humor, or would you rather have a comedian with an accountant? It's time to decide. But dating's fraud. I was on a pretty great date. It started out great. A couple of weeks back, first date, dinner date with this gal, and we had wine, a couple glasses of wine, and proposed a toast. And before I could say cheers, she blurted out, she's like, "Just so you know, I'm paying half the check." I'm like, all right, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That means I've got some extra money to go on a date with somebody else, in the near future. But I legitimately, I just put her at ease. We ordered. I had appetizers. We had dinner, entrees. Went all the way into dessert, coffee, after dinner drinks. I'm just having a great time. It was pretty fun. And I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to eavesdrop on that conversation with the manager where she explains that she's only paying half the check. I wanted to hear how that went. All right. I'm not going to leave you there. My God. But dating is fraught, right? I mean, to go on a date, to be wined and dined, especially as a woman, and, some guy gets the... he gets the wrong idea, like he feels entitled, right? And so you can imagine a scenario where, maybe he's bringing the woman home, dropping her off, and he's paid for a nice dinner from soup to nuts, and he might be thinking like, hey, the least you could do is give me some gas money, Which I'm not even sure if that's a joke right now, given how expensive gas is. What else have I been thinking about today? Dating. Yeah. The Instagram ads. What is going on? Who do these people think that I am? Based on the ads that they're serving me, right? I'm getting this thing, I don't know if anybody else is getting this thing called the belt bro. First of all, anything called blank bro is a no-go for me. The belt bro sells itself as the solution to those pesky belts. The traditional belt, so damn hard to deal with. You gotta put it through all the loops and buckle it. Takes so much time. But the belt bro just loops through a couple of belt loops and no one knows you're wearing a belt. Like, what? I grew up. My father had a kind of a mantra. He's like, if you don't have a belt on, you're not properly dressed. You know, I mean, if the pants have belt loops, you've got to have a belt on too. The only exception for my father was when he had taken his belt off to hit me with it. Otherwise, it was always properly dressed. I'm Sean O'Connor. Thank you. Find me on Instagram, Sean FOC. And
FOC?
FOC. FOC.
FOC.
Sean Francis O'Connor.
There you go. Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. My last confession was in,
Now just dip your hand in that oil over there before that gal with the.
the holy water. That's what used to happen when they would bless you with that holy water. That shit would blow up.
You know it's true because you can't have this kind of hair and just. The name of the Father and says, was in the beginning, and was and will and all. Okay, that's right. What's the other thing? Well, what was the one for the dog was praying? Oh, that was your dog praying. I'm thinking, bless us, O Lord, for these thy gifts which we are about to receive, or like, through Christ our Lord. Yes, I was thinking, sorry about that, but I thought I would throw that at you because, hey, listen, you never know if you're too tight, but we know that we've got the comedy of Hunter White, so let's give it up. Let's keep this show going.
Keep it going for Sunda. How we doing, people? So I have a story for you guys. So about a year ago, I lived in New York, had a full-time job as a photographer. Benefits, it's great, right? And then I took a bunch of mushrooms, and they told me to move to California and pursue comedy, and everything will be fine, right? So I had this job in benefits, and I was like, I'm going to LA, the land of pretty people. I'm gonna use my benefits, use my dental, it's gonna be great, right? Had all this dental work put in, and then 2 days ago, guys, the tooth fell out. Yeah, so now I'm like this, and it's like a problem, because like I look like I'm from Mississippi or some shit, which is like a problem because I am from Georgia. It's like a different breed of white folk I'm trying to represent. Like Atlanta's our black friends, like that's the difference. Okay. I liked moving out here. It was really cool. Moved out here for comedy, but also because like I lived in Brooklyn. I don't know if you guys looked at the news in the last 3 years, but Brooklyn went nuts, right? And I went crazy. Did anyone else go crazy like at the beginning of the pandemic, right? Yeah, you're like, oh honey, let me tell you. No, but like 2 weeks before, I was like apple picking and dreaming about the future, right? And then 2 weeks in, I like started popping tums and yelling about the Chinese Communist Party. Like that switch happened really fucking fast. Like I find it really funny when they say like masks and the vaccines, it's all about like controlling the population. They're trying to control us. If they are trying to control us, they've done a shitty job at the whole thing. Before the pandemic, I was like, hoorah, I love voting in America, and now I'm like a market socialist crypto fascist. Right? The jab didn't turn down anti-government rhetoric. It turned me into a Sesame Street Antifa. Like, down with the government, but please stop fighting. Thank you. I do some newer stuff. I've been thinking about, like, my parents, like when they were my age, and how like my life is kind of like reflecting theirs in like a way. Like when my parents were my age, they like did a bunch of drugs, but then got sober and found God. And now at my age, I did a bunch of drugs, did more drugs, and found God. Right? Because like, I don't know, like my mom's God is just like wacky white lady shit. Right? And my dad's is like Jesus dude in the sky. And mine is like a wizard came to me on DMT and told me everything is real and nothing is real. But like, I don't know. I like psychedelics. Obviously, I have the persona. Yeah, thank you. I love them because they're like really weird drugs. Like I love a fucking weird drug experience, right? Like as I said, took mushrooms. They told me to go here. Like I took a bunch of acid ones and saw all time compress into one moment and explode. But the weirdest drug that I have ever done, guys, is masturbate and then just think a whole bunch. Fuck going to mescaline, fuck going to Joshua Tree to do mescaline. Jerk off in the bathroom and think about how you got there. Now that is a vision quest. This is fun. I don't know, I talk about drugs, like I've talked about them all through comedy, and people like think I still do a bunch. I don't. As I said, weed and psychedelics, I love them. But like, I don't know, I think people blow drugs out of proportion. Like I've gotten in way less trouble on cocaine than I ever did on Facebook. Right? Like on Facebook, I tanked my career like 2 or 3 times. But like on cocaine, I met Jesus at an Applebee's. So like, it's all right. No, can we, I don't know, I think everybody is doing drugs constantly, right? And some people are like, no, I'm sober. But like, I think everybody is constantly doing drugs. We're altering our consciousness in one way or another, whether it's alcohol or coffee or, as I said, fucking Facebook, right? And like, social media is like a drug. People have said this, right? But I don't think anyone's talking about how like, if social media is a drug, then TikTok is fentanyl. It comes in from China. The kids are into it. I'm terrified. Constantly. Cool. I moved out here with my girlfriend, my partner. She's here. It's cool. Yeah. See, also, I tell people I'm in a relationship in LA, and my favorite thing is because most of the time, nobody applauds. Everyone's like, you're happy, I'm sad. Yes. In with it. No, but I'm happy I got a girlfriend at the end of the pandemic because like she came along at just the right time. Like if you're single, like more fucking power to you. But I was single for 5 years and it was like going down like a dark path. Not drugs. I was gonna get me a bird. Right? Yeah, he agrees. No one should volunteer to be bird dude. Right? I didn't have a girlfriend. I was gonna get me a bird friend. Bad idea to be bird dude. Because you don't want to volunteer to be bird dude. Bird dude happens in your life when every person has flown away. It's cool. She's a bisexual woman. I point this out, not because I give a fuck, but I told a guy friend of mine this, and they got really weird that my girlfriend's bisexual. And I didn't realize why, so I thought about it. And what I realized is a lot of dudes are insecure with the idea that their girl has gotten more pussy than them. Now, here's the thing, she's hot, maybe she has. I don't know, sir, I don't have the best dick, but I got that kind and supportive dick, you know what I mean? Right, like I don't dick down, I raise up. I will make her come to accept herself. You guys are fun. Fun fact, she is a therapist. Yeah, I don't know if I recommend it for everybody, dating a therapist. But like for every comedian I do, we need the help. And it makes perfect sense. As comedians, we spew bullshit. She professionally listens to bullshit. It's great. And I don't know, it's like a healthy relationship. Like, I didn't really have a whole lot of healthy relationships. Like, we never argued in my past relationships, which I thought was fine, but I learned was like a major problem because it means there's like communication is broken down, right? So like when we started arguing, I got really excited because 1, communication lines are open, and 2, as a child of divorce, I feel at home finally. Oh my God, it's what I've always wanted. What is love if not tested through chaos? Am I right, people? Guys are cool. I don't know. Although I had this idea like years ago because like I went to a mental hospital in 2016. Not important for the joke, but when I got out, I was like, I should date a therapist. They'll fix my problems. And guys, if you think you're the problem, the answer is not fucking the solution. It was shacking up. Change it for fucking. All right, moving on. Guys are great. All right, let's talk about this. Okay, I'm a child of the 90s. Do we have 90s babies here? Yeah. Do you remember the weird advice we got growing up? Like how to live in the world? Like the one piece of advice that I remember is don't get face tattoos. That was their advice. I don't know if they were trying to help. If they were trying to help, they just told me, be more white. But they weren't trying to help exactly. Like, I think, honestly, they were just sabotaging my happiness, guys. Because you know who loves face tattoos? Fucking everybody. Mike Tyson, Lil Wayne, Post Malone's, Beacons of America. You know what they have in common? Face tattoos. That's the secret. Ask the Island Boys. Y'all remember the Island Boys, right? Young people in a hot tub covered head to toe in face tattoos. the most famous people in the world for 2 weeks. Then we found out they had no talent. But it was face tattoos that got them in the door. See what I'm saying, people? Hey, no, the Island Boys, they like it. Y'all woke? Yeah, you're woke? We got some woke people? Yeah, we got some woke people. You're not woke. You're like, nah, fuck right. What? No, there's nothing wrong with it. But I've been woke forever. Like, I was woke in high school when it was called being gay. Because that's what that shit used to be, right? Being gay had nothing to do with sexuality. It had everything to do with not being a douchebag, right? And like, I don't know. It's a weird... I'm going real fast. It's fine. I don't know. I'm a pretty progressive person. Like, I went to art school in New York, but I'm originally from Georgia, and people are, like, surprised that I'm, like, a progressive person. But, like, again, I went to art school, and if you are not progressive, I highly recommend you go to art school, because that shit is the media wing of the gay agenda. It is so much fun. That shit is awesome. Okay, it's cool. Yeah, that keeps going off. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna move past that joke. Okay, let's get off that. Do a couple more things, then get out of here. Do we have any fans of conspiracy theories in the house? Woo woo. Shout out your favorite conspiracy theory. Try not to be anti-Semitic. It's a challenge. No, yeah, no. It's fine. I like conspiracies, but like more than that, I love conspiracy people. Like, I love a good conspiracy person. Like, flat earthers are my shit. I love a flat earther. Like, they're the best. But the thing that I will never understand about flat earthers, why are none of them talking about flat moon? Yeah, I'm seeing the wheels turn. We're starting to wake up. Think about it, people. You get it. We walk around the earth as much as we want. We look up in the sky. It's the same cheese guy all the time. And what does Big Earth tell you? That's right, I said it. Big Earth, we're going deep. What does Big Earth tell you about the moon? That it's connected to the tide. It rotates with the Earth. The other side is the dark side of the moon. The dark side of the moon. Okay, people, we put a helicopter on Mars, but we couldn't take some flashlights to the other side. What's going on, people? Easy, I know. You know what's on the other side? Nothing, because it's a cookie put there in 1874 by Caitlyn Jenner in COVID-12. Google it! You guys have been fun. My name is Hunter White. Keep it going for... Oh, you can find me on Instagram at My Name is Hunter. I got some shows this week. Talk to me if you want to come out. Have a great day. Flappers on Wednesday, and then Comedy Chateau on Thursday. So, yeah.
Great job. Listen, you gotta get Dentemp because it's gonna make
All the rest of your teeth shift. You can't fuck with that. Oh, excuse me. I cursed.
Clean show.
It's a clean show for me because I work with children. I love them. And they're in the closet. All right, and be careful what you ask for in the closet because sometimes I'll come out in my mother's clothes. That's okay though, right? No, I'm only kidding. My mother used to wear wigs. Funny that there's a wig there, and it's not my mother, but she could have had one like that. People say your mother was black. How black? So black charcoal could make a white mark on her. That's how black she would wear shit like that 'cause she was crazy. But you know what's really even crazier? That we have a great show. We've had a great show so far. And I want to thank all of you guys for all your support. I really have. And right now I want to bring up our next comedian. Please do not hesitate to give it up for the comedy of the one and only Alex Barnes. Let him hear you.
Okay, I only paid $5, just so you know.
Who's gonna watch?
Okay, don't worry about it yet.
Okay, thank you. Never done this before. Wasn't anticipating doing this before. So nice to meet everybody. I actually tried going to an open mic last night. It was in Santa Monica, and it was not this. It was like more of like a slam poetry. It was like if the DMV had a talent show. It was fucking crazy. There was this dude, he had a MAGA hat on. There was this dude just playing bongos the whole time. Like just random moments throughout the whole performances. It was wild. Glad I made it here though. 23 years old. I'm trying to be better, you know? Trying to be better. because I can't have kids if I'm living in my parents' house. Yeah, trying to be better. I'm not dating, not interested in dating. Trying to do no fab, you know what I mean? Trying to not masturbate at all. Okay, that's what's up. I see some fellas out on the audience tonight. Let's give it up for y'all, man. Okay, and I'm starting to get into the more fringe aspects of like the self-improvement no fab community. I gotta go deeper because in one afternoon on my phone, I discovered this thing called bone smashing. Are y'all familiar with bone smashing? It's really cutting edge. Basically, you have to do it before you hit puberty, though. So I don't know if any of y'all can do this. Basically, you go up to a wall, flat back. You get a hammer, and you smash
Your
it.
microphone.
I'm so sorry.
I am too.
All right, take it out of my $5 contribution. Yeah, and kids are doing this. Kids are doing this, and they're getting some great chins. So yeah, you can really see the difference that they make. Yeah, it's a real thing. Anything else? That
Tell
literally
us more
might
about
be-
the open mic last night.
You want more about the open mic? Okay.
Were they as talented as these guys?
It was different. It was a different kind of talent. Man, it was like, it was so crazy because it was the art. It was like the deep stuff of people that you just see on the street, and you're like, I wonder what you do. Like, what do you do with your time? Like this dude, really old guy. He had like this really dusty ass sweater on. And he played violin and like did poetry after doing the violin. So he'd do the violin for a second. This shit was like breaking while he was doing it. Like the little bow thing was falling apart. He had a string break in the middle, and then he'd recite some crazy poetry. And I'm like, oh, okay, that was cool. When's the comedy coming on? And they had this amazing DJ. This guy was like an anti-DJ. It was fucking incredible. Somehow his speakers were like twice as loud as any performer. So the performer would finish, no fade in, and just like Lupe Fiasco, skate, push. I don't know if y'all, that's a deep cut. It's not like good transition music. He had these crazy like wook, 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 like a terrible paceless moments. I think he like would be worth hiring for some kind of like 100 gex like festival he would kill. What else? I think I'm just gonna cede my time. I feel bad about destroying this.
Beautiful night, right?
Yeah, beautiful night. Nice to see everybody. It's crazy.
Hey, you look great.
Keep coming back.
Whoa, gotta go back. Where can we find you?
My Instagram is Barnzilla Returns.
Nice! Barnzilla returns! And you see that?
Was it that bad? Was it that difficult?
Yeah.
You did it.
Great job.
Great job. Yes, great job. When Hunter tells you it's a great job, it's a great job. See? Look, from one guy to a Nazi, it's amazing. I can say that. I'm a Swedish and black redneck Jew. So you guys, did you have a good time tonight?
Yeah.
You planning on going on stage any other time?
Yeah.
You wanted to try a few minutes tonight? We gotta be really fast.
Oh, me?
No.
No,
The brothers in the back.
No, just here supporting Andre.
Good. Well, let's support Andre because without Andre, you can't get your performances. Okay? So, listen, thank you, Andre, for covering that. And Allison, thank you for covering everything. Listen, if people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. We have classes that I teach. There's a coaching program that I teach. We've got young people, old people. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but that's my time, and that's how she put it. Find me at Sunda Live. Good night.
All right, we're done.
Hey, I'll call you a mic for